Are you ready for this, Jack? Are you ready for this? This is tonight's story, and it comes from a little girl called Victoria Williamson, who is an award-winning author from Glasgow who writes for both children and adults. The Vampire is the first short story in a chilling child lore anthology, which was published in September by Silver Thistle Press. You can find out more about Victoria on our website. Oh, I expect the girls will put something at the bottom of this about the website. The Vampire. The Transylvanian sun was slowly setting over the grey mountains as the horse-drawn carriage laboured over the rugged terrain. A young girl sat staring wistfully out at the bleak landscape, clutching her teddy bear and dreaming of lush fields of England. "Will we be there soon, Father?" she asked hopefully. Her father nodded. "Be patient, Emily. There's only a few more miles to go." Unconsoled, Emily sighed and hugged Teddy closer. She had not wanted to come here to this strange cold world or leave her friends far behind, but her father had insisted and there had been no choice. Teddy had been a bribe, a compensatory gift wrapped up in bright paper and opened under the disapproving frown of her mother. "You spoil that child far too much, Thomas," she had said. The horse stumbled on an uneven road and Emily sat back to wait. Only a few more miles. Her new home was large, with many twisting staircases and long winding passages for her to explore. Paradise for an adventurous child like Emily. The only thing that marred her newfound enjoyment was their neighbour, Mr. Krantz. He had called after tea inquiring whether her father needed any help to settle in. And when his icy blue eyes had gazed down at her and his unnaturally pale hand had been extended towards hers, she had run away to hide in her room. After supper, Emily sat in a small drawing room talking to Teddy, while her father puffed on his pipe and her mother darned old socks and stockings. Suddenly there came a loud rattling at the window. Emily started and her mother dropped her needle case. Her father just laughed. "Don't be frightened, it's only bats." "Bats?" Emily asked fearfully. "Yes, you know, big vampires that fly into your room at night and suck your blood. And in the morning, all that's left is..." "Thomas!" her mother shrieked. "I won't have you talking like that in front of the child, and it's way past your bedtime, young lady." With that, Emily was ushered from the room and up the stairs while her father's hearty laugh echoed behind her. That night, the rattling at the window came again, and Emily closed her eyes and squeezed Teddy tighter, cowering beneath the covers of her bed. The wind outside howled in her ears, drowning out a softer sound which only she recognised when it was too late. Breathing. There was something in the room with her, something horrible. She felt sharp teeth bite into her neck as she tried to scream, but the darkness engulfed her and strangled the sound. The following morning, her parents found Emily and Teddy lying drenched in a pool of blood, and the hysterical shrieks brought Mr. Krantz running from the adjacent house. Luckily, he had a horse and carriage and offered to drive them to the hospital. Emily's mother sobbed as she sat huddled in the speeding carriage, rocking the still child to and fro, while her father ordered Mr. Krantz to urge the horses on even faster. It could have been the cold morning air or the exertion, but there seemed to be no more colour in his cheeks that morning. "There's nothing you can do here," the doctor told them later that evening. "I advise you to go home and get some rest. I'll stay here tonight to make sure Emily's all right, Mr. Krantz offered. If there's any news, I'll let you know straight away. Emily's exhausted parents gratefully accepted, along with his offer to use his horse and carriage to drive them home. Oh, give Emily this. She will miss it if it's gone, said Emily's father, tearfully handing over Emily's blood-stained teddy bear that was badly in need of a wash. I promise, Mr. Krantz said, his eyes glistening. On the way home, Emily's father shuddered. I don't understand it. When I talked to vampires last night, I didn't mean... Oh, dear God. Driver, back to the hospital. Hurry! What is it? What's wrong? Emily's mother cried. How could I have been so stupid? Mr. Krantz, he must be. There's no other explanation. Emily woke painfully from her sleep, trying to remember what had happened to her. She recalled the noise at the window and the breathing. It was still there at her neck. She felt the sudden searing pain, and for the final time her world was plunged into darkness by the bloodthirsty creature. Where is he? Where's that monster Krantz? Emily's father shouted as he charged into the hospital. I'm terribly sorry, but, began one of the doctors apologetically. Sorry? What's happened? He demanded. Mr. Krantz was knocked down and killed by a cab while on an errand for us, just after you left this evening, the doctor finished. Killed? You mean he wasn't a vampire? Emily's confused father stammered. I beg your pardon? A vampire? But Emily's father wasn't listening anymore as he raced down the corridor to his daughter's room, ignoring the nurse's cries of, "You can't go in there, sir." He threw open the door and gasped in horror. Emily lay on the bed, covered in blood, just the way she had been that morning. Except this time, Teddy's fangs were buried deep in her throat. Isn't it? That was one of your favourites, wasn't it? Yeah. Well done for that fantastic little story, Victoria Williamson. What an imaginative little girl you are. Well, what's next? I don't know. You'll have to tune in next time and find out, won't they, Jack? What was that? Oh, yeah. And don't forget, if you want to find out more about the anthology that Victoria's been involved in, just look at the thingy at the bottom of this thingy.